Alia, the perception changes after becoming, a mother. That, how will you maintain balance between, working, coming home, doing things like that? I mean, a lot changes in your life. Like, even for the matter that when you go out with Raha today, it's different than when you go alone because the paps are constantly trailing her now.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, I mean, she's almost 2 years old. And when it started out, I was like, oh no, I'll maintain the balance. And why is there so much? It'll all work out and all. And now I'm naturally finding myself wanting to cut more out. Like, just do what really matters. And like, if it doesn't matter, it's not worth it. Like earlier I used to maybe find the need to do everything and anything. I used to feel very guilty saying no to people. कोई मुझसे कुछ मांगता था, मैं बोला हाँ ठीक है, ये नहीं इसके लिए है, उसके लिए है, I need to do it. I would cut a lot of pieces of myself so that people were never like disappointed in me.
Yeah.
And I now find myself being like, guys, I have to put the guardrails up because if I don't do it, I'm just going to keep giving. And I won't be giving to her. Absolutely. Which is most important to me. So I'm actually constantly struggling with that balance. Like, and it's something that I think you do beautifully. Like, I've seen you do it since the beginning and you've done it. Like, I'm sure you also have your days of stress and like, we've spoken about it. Like, you have to make a lot of sacrifices. You have to say no to a lot of things.
And this cutting things out is the most important.
So yeah, that is one thing. And then of course, I think earlier I had a very different feeling of like Raha being papped. We were on a show together where we would, like at that time, I was like, listen, I just don't think she's too small and nobody, like she should not be a reel on Instagram and all of that. And then there was this one moment before the Christmas lunch where we were driving and it was random where Ranbir's like, listen, should we take a picture with Raha today? Yeah. And I was like, are you sure?
No, again,
anxiety was like, because I do have anxiety. So I have like, I'm clinically diagnosed with anxiety. So every moment for me is anxious, like my worst case scenario all the time. So he obviously understood that and he said, okay, now you're going to get really anxious. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about what your worst fear is. This and that. So we talked about it all the way from Bandra to Juhu. And then finally I was like, listen, it's true. Like this is our life. And I don't want people to think that, oh, you can't see my daughter's face. That was not the intention. I just didn't want it to be like a whole thing. And that one moment happened and it was such a cute moment. Yeah. She was holding both our faces like that.
And now she's... now she's getting used to it.
I still get little uncomfortable, I'll be honest. Like being like, don't flash in her eyes, guys. And like, whatever and all. But I also realized that there's only love for her, tu.
Yeah.
And she's a beautiful baby and she gives us a lot of joy.
I know. She's giving everyone. We're like all like, oh God.
Yeah, but that little stress is normal.
Of course it's normal. I mean, even till today, I like if Jay is going out or something, I'm constantly like pushing them ahead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess you get over time, which you have become.